Okay, so you want to start a podcast, but you don't know where to start. Maybe you like me, you've been searching through YouTube trying to find out what's the best mics, what's the best equipment that you need, especially if you're going to be doing audio and video, what cameras, what type of amplifiers, or just what is it that you need? Well, you came to the right video because I'm going to break it down and I'm going to show you how to get your podcast started, all right? So let me take you over to my podcast station. Let's do it. Okay, guys, so you just saw the podcast setup, and I'm gonna let you guys know right off the bat, this is hella expensive. Although it is a simple setup, it is very expensive, and it's not what I think if you're starting off that you need to jump right into. But I've been doing podcasting just for a lot, really, for the last couple of months, and really just kind of fine tuning. So really this was a transition for me to where I felt like I wanted to up my production level and just basically the overall quality. And these are the equipment that is some of the best out there, okay? Some of your favorites use it, Joe Rogan, etc. But I don't think this is for everybody, and there are viable alternatives. So I'm gonna go into each one of these products, and don't worry about it. If you can't keep up, all the links is gonna be down below, so that way you can pick it up. So let's get right into it. First thing I have in my hand is the Shure 7Bs. Now this microphone here is very, very popular. You've seen Joe Rogan use it, and actually Michael Jackson recorded Thriller using this mic. So this is a very, very popular microphone in studios because of the quality. When I used to see him, I still do. I see him in all of the podcast videos. And then I looked up the price and damn near fainted. So yeah, links will be below. But these are the two. I got two of these, one for me, one for my whoever I'm interviewing or my other guests. So yeah, Shure 7MB. Recorder right here is the Zoom H6. This is what I'm using to record the audio, so the mics go directly into the sides. What I like about this is that it has 4 jacks. So I had the Zoom H4n, but it only has 2 jacks for microphones. So this can actually go up to 6 with an attachment. So this is basically the industry standard. Obviously it's not big. You can put it in your pocket. You see it's basically a field recorder, guys. But the preamps on this is much better than the preamps on a camera. We got the Audio-Technica M30X headphones. Very, very comfortable. I've had this on my ears for hours, and it doesn't hurt your ears, doesn't make you feel hot or anything like that. They're not expensive. This is my go-to for any long time editing that I'm going to be doing. My guests love them. They don't complain about them. So yeah, these are the ones that I use. This is the one to pick up. You're going to need headphones. The reason why you're going to need headphones is because you and your guests need to be able to hear their audio volume. They need to know when they're too far from the mic, too close to the mic. This will also help you hear what other sounds you might be picking up. It might be the refrigerator, the AC, like these are, you need to have headphones, okay? And these are specifically designed for podcasting and any type of audio. Basically, you need these, all right? That's it. You need them. Go get them. I told you to go get them. Go get them. Now, this thing right here, I actually just got recently, okay? This is a FetHead PreAmp. So basically what happens is that this connects straight to your microphone, and then the actual XLR cord goes right into the bottom of this. And what this does is that this adds clean volume to your mic. Okay, so let me explain this. The microphones that you've seen, the Shure SM7Bs, and really other microphones out there of higher quality, they're very sensitive, and so they record very low. And what happens is when you raise the volume high using a recorder, you can bring in a lot of noise, right? A lot of ambient noise, just a lot of, just static. And what this does is that this allows the volume to go higher, but for it to be clean. Okay, so this is something that you got to pick up. This is one for each mic, so I got two, and I'm probably going to need to get more. It's not that expensive compared to the cloud lifters that you see a lot of other people use, but that's what this is for. That's the same thing what a cloud lifter is as well. Okay, so this is something I learned recently. Okay, so this is probably the secret sauce, the thing that you need. You need something like this, a preamp. It's just necessary. Another thing that you need to pick up that I really didn't think about at first is a headphone splitter. Okay, as you can see, one right here plugs into my Zoom H6, and then it gives me 4 jacks right here to plug in 4 different headphones. This right here is important, especially if you plan on doing any type of group podcasting, and if you want them to be able to hear their audio and use headphones, you're gonna need this. So it's something that you kind of overlook, but you kind of need to have this. All right, so that's what this is. Okay guys, so that's everything that I use, but I do want to talk to you guys about like what is up with this growing popularity with podcasts, especially amongst your favorite YouTubers. I'm seeing Casey Neistat is doing it. Joe Rogan's always been doing it. This other guy that I follow named Rich Raw, he's been doing podcasts on audio, but you're seeing people shift from audio over to video. You have your H3 podcast. Sarah Dietschy has a podcast. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Mike D'Avella, he has a podcast. There's so many people that have podcasts because I'm gonna break it down to you guys. You kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You're able to build a YouTube audience, and there is a world outside of YouTube in the podcast where there's still not a lot of people doing podcasts. I think the last time that I checked, I wanna say there's probably about maybe 1 million people, maybe 1.5 million people that are on the podcasting platform. And then when you look at YouTube has like 50 something million, people. Like, I mean, there's more people, it's just more crowded on YouTube. So the thing is that if you can have a podcast and you can talk about something that you're interested in and you build an audience there, the YouTube, the video is only gonna help, right? Because there's still a lot of people that are very visual, even though podcast is meant to really target, audio primarily. So you're able to still listen while you're driving your car or you're hanging out. People, for some reason, they want to have the video. They want to be able to be more engaged, and I think it makes them feel more present, right? That like as if they were there. They're able to see the emotions, the reactions, and it's hard to kind of simulate that over your ears. And so I decided to move into the video aspect and try to bring in more guests and be able to talk to you guys, because you guys, I mean, I love my YouTube followers. You guys are the best. I love the comments that you leave, and I appreciate all you guys reaching out. So I want to bring you guys some quality content. Like I've always said, this channel is designed to help as much people as possible in different walks of life. I'm into different things, so I want to bring to you guys the things that I'm interested in, and hopefully, it can help somebody out there. I believe the right content is gonna reach the right people, right? So I'm not somebody who's just into one thing. I'm into a lot of different things, and so that's what I love about the YouTube platform, and that's what I love about podcasting. Podcasting is more intimate. It's, people get to really kick back and relax and talk. It's hard to cram a lot of information into a 4 or 5 minute, 10-minute video, guys. Believe me, a lot of stuff is edited out and cut out. The thing about a podcast, for the most part, it's gonna be real, it's gonna be authentic, it's gonna be raw. And so that's what attracted me to it, and that's why I'm trying to merge both of the platforms that I'm on with the podcast and the YouTube. And that's why some of your other YouTubers out there are jumping into that as well. So my message to you guys out there is that if you are thinking about doing a podcast, definitely start doing a podcast. You can use your phone just to start, right? There's apps like Anchor out there where you can record right into it, and just, record for yourself and just build up your confidence, right? Build up, your skill set, so that way you can understand how to edit audio, because another piece that you're gonna need, not just the equipment, is that you're gonna need software. Now I use Adobe Audition because I have the Adobe suite and it's just part of it. So why not? I'm practically paying for it anyway. But there are other options like Audacity, where you could do that, or even GarageBand, which comes with a lot of Mac software for free anyway. And so you're gonna need that because you're gonna need to be able to clean up the audio. So there's plenty of videos on YouTube that help you clean up the audio. If you guys want me to do a video on that, let me know in the comments down below. But that's another piece to the puzzle as well. So the post-production is really where a lot of the magic happens. So you wanna make sure that you spend a lot of time with that as well. So that's it for this episode, guys. Again, if you have a message out there, start up the podcast, work your way up. You know, there are plenty of good microphones. I'm actually gonna link some of the microphones I use below. And, you know, really doesn't matter what your price range is, you could get started. So do it, do what I did, reach out to some of your friends, find out people who are creative, who have a story to tell, ask them to come and do a podcast with you. If you're into certain type of topics, use this platform as a way for you to just express yourself. You never know where it could go, man. A lot of these other podcasts, bigger podcast people out there, they all started with they had to start at zero. They had to start at low quality, and look where they are today. So you never know where it's gonna lead you. All right, so that's it for today, guys. It's your boy Built for Anything. Shout out to the new subscribers. Leave your comments down below. Peace and love. I'll catch you on the next episode. I'm out.